The Great War raged, a relentless machine consuming lives and shattering bodies. As vast numbers of wounded soldiers returned from the front lines, physically maimed and psychologically scarred, the nation grappled with a monumental challenge: how to care for these men, not just in the immediate aftermath of their injuries, but in the long, arduous process of recovery and readjustment to civilian life. It was a question that weighed heavily on Queen Mary, consort of King George V. A woman known for her stoic demeanor, her deep sense of duty, and her intensely practical nature. While others focused on battlefield heroics or grand strategy, Queen Mary turned her formidable organizational skills and compassionate gaze to a quieter, yet profoundly vital front: the rehabilitation of the wounded. She understood that healing was more than just mending broken bones. It was about restoring purpose, rebuilding confidence, and providing skills for a future that, for many, looked terrifyingly uncertain. And so, early in the war, Queen Mary initiated a visionary program, Queen Mary's Workshop for Disabled Soldiers and Sailors, later evolving and inspiring similar efforts. This wasn't merely a charitable gesture of handing out comforts. This was a structured, thoughtful endeavor aimed at occupational therapy and vocational training, concepts that were still relatively nascent at the time. The workshop aimed to teach recovering servicemen new crafts, new skills, adapted to their varying disabilities. The goal was twofold: to provide therapeutic activity during long convalescence, combating idleness and despair, and, crucially, to equip these men with trades that could offer them a livelihood once they left hospital care. Imagine the scene: wards and dedicated spaces transformed into bustling workshops. Men, many bearing the terrible scars of war, lost limbs, damaged eyesight, nerve injuries, hunched over workbenches. And what were they learning? A surprising array of crafts. Toy making became a significant focus, producing beautifully crafted wooden animals, dolls, and games. These toys, often sold to raise funds for the war effort or for the soldiers themselves, brought joy to children while providing meaningful work for their makers. But the range of skills taught extended further. Basket weaving, leatherwork, simple carpentry, and remarkably, even delicate crafts like embroidery. Yes, embroidery. In an era of rigid gender roles, teaching soldiers, men of action, the fine art of needlework might seem incongruous. Yet for men with certain types of injuries, particularly those affecting hand dexterity or requiring calm, focused activity, embroidery proved to be both therapeutic and skill-building. It challenged preconceptions and offered a new avenue for creativity and concentration. Queen Mary herself took a keen personal interest. She wasn't a distant patron. She visited the workshops, inspected the quality of the work, spoke with the men, offering encouragement and demonstrating her genuine commitment to their progress. Her presence lent immense prestige and importance to the initiative, ensuring it received the necessary support and resources. The answer for many was a resounding yes. Queen Mary's Workshop was a beacon of that understanding. It was practical compassion in action. The toys, the baskets, the embroidered items produced were not just objects. They were symbols of resilience, tangible evidence of men rebuilding their lives, stitch by stitch, nail by nail. The program was a testament to Queen Mary's foresight, her ability to identify a pressing need and to mobilize resources effectively. She saw beyond the immediate medical crisis to the long-term human cost of the war. While her husband, the king, represented the stoic leadership of a nation at war, and her children contributed in their own ways, Queen Mary carved out a vital role on the home front, focusing on the practicalities of care and rehabilitation. Queen Mary's Workshop stands as a powerful example of how royal influence, guided by genuine concern and practical wisdom, could make a tangible difference in the lives of those who had sacrificed so much.